Hey everybody, what's up? It's TJ. You guys, today we're making gravy. And this is from the drippings from the cube steak. Turn this burner off. So I got my milk, I got my cold water, cold tap water. That's what you use. And this is my leftover flour from the batter. Let me move this out of the way. I don't need it. And I'm just going to sift it into here because you have, this is from the batter. So you got egg and meat and whatnot. Okay. I'm going to do 2 pans of this. What is my, there it is. Now, you guys, when you're doing gravy, you got to stay on top of it, okay? You want to let this cook for just a minute. For about a minute, maybe 2. So that you get your flour good and cooked, okay? So, let that cook. And I'm going to get me some salt down and some pepper down. Because I am making a full pan. Using the shakers is a joke. Okay, so what I do is I use the water first, okay? Because if you put milk in there, it's going to like get real thick really fast. You don't want to do that. You want to do the water first. Okay. So there's the water. It's thickening up already, but it does it slower than what the milk does. And then you're going to put the milk in. And don't be stingy, okay? Folks like gravy. You better make enough. I'm just saying, you better make enough. And I will be doing 2 pans of this. So, but I wanted to show you guys the first pan. And you just whisk, whisk, whisk. Okay? If you're using a non-stick pan, you need to use a coated whisk. Okay? And sometimes I do mine in my non-stick pans, and I use my coated whisk. So we're going to get this thicker. In the meantime, I'm going to salt and pepper it. Now, you guys, I am used to making this, and I know how much salt to put in mine, okay? So I'm going to do that now. I cannot tell you how much salt that is. You have to put some in there, taste it. If it's not enough, put a little bit more. Do not just put a whole bunch in there because you're going to overdo it and you can't take it out, okay? But you can add to it. So there's the pepper. And you guys, the video I done yesterday on the cube steak, now you guys can know why I put my seasoning in my egg instead of my flour. Because I did not want that seasoning in my flour. I just want salt and pepper. And this is starting to thicken up. You guys, gravy is super easy to make. You just got to stay with it, okay? And use a smaller whisk if you can, so you can get into the creases, okay? And also, I'm going to show y'all how I'm going to fix my husband's food. Again, my husband has just had surgery. And I'm going to fix him a plate for tonight when he gets home. He'll be home in about an hour. And I want him to have some food ready. You guys, my husband works 12-hour shifts. He has a grueling job. He works hard. And I want things to be done when he comes home. Look at that yumminess, y'all. Okay, let me get a ladle. almost thick enough, y'all. And you guys, if you're new to making gravy and stuff like that, take your time with it. Add a little bit, you know, half of what I added. You know, don't rush it. And if you get it too thin, just let it cook down like I'm doing right now. If you get it too thick, add more water and a little bit of milk, okay? And just keep whisking. I promise you, it will turn out fine. The gravy is, like I said, it's easy. The only thing you have to worry about is over salting it. So take your time salting it. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this off because this is going to be stored up, okay? And it will thicken by itself. Oh, I don't even know why I'm doing that. Let me get this off the burner. Scoot it back. You guys, I have a glass top, yes, and I'm using cast iron. I lift, not all the way, I just lift and scoot, in which it does still cause that. Yes. But I don't care. I'm going to use my cast iron, okay, y'all? I like my cast iron. Anywho, I'm going to show you real quick. This is done. This is done. It's that easy. I'm going to show you real quick how I am going to make my husband's plate for tonight. And I've got other containers out that I'm going to use for his job, you know, for him to take to work. Let me bring this over here. Let me show you guys what I'm going to do here. This is my rice that I cooked. I'm going to put him some rice down. My rice does not go as fast as the gravy and the meat because sometimes they'll just get a piece of meat out, smother it in gravy, and they're good. So, my husband can eat this pretty good, you know, without chewing. So, there's the rice. Let me get this out and set it to the side. I want to cover that. Okay, this is my meat. But I have some meat over here that I did not put in there because, number one, it wouldn't fit. Number two, it's for my husband. I'm going to grind it up. Or, not grind it up, but put it in here. Whatever you call that, y'all. Okay. So this is pulled off. I ain't got to worry about it touching it or anything. I just rip it up a little bit. Put it in there. And I have my blades in there, okay? And we're going to just... And that's how I do it. And I think I can get 2 meals out of one piece because that's a pretty good bit when you put it over the top. And you guys... Those of you who know how to do this stuff, that's great. But there are new wives, new, you know, young people that have never been taught how to cook. So they need this. They need us, okay, to learn how to do these things. So I'm not gonna say, oh, I've done this a million times. I'm not gonna make a video on it. If you guys have something that you want to learn how to cook, let me know, okay? And I'll do a video on it, okay. No matter what it is. All right, so now I have my meat. Let me grab my plate. I'm showing you guys how to do this, so if you or a loved one has to have surgery, you know some of the things that you can do so they can eat. Okay, give that a little quick stir. I'm gonna load it down because he loves TJ's gravy. He loves this gravy. So do my boys. I learned that from my grandma, y'all. Alright, so I'm gonna set it down here. See that? Now I'm just gonna sprinkle this on top. We'll see how it looks. Yeah, I'll go ahead and put the whole thing on there. So that it was one whole piece. My husband's plate is done. Pardon me. His supper is done for when he comes home. And I will set this in the microwave. And all I have to do is turn it on for a minute or two. And he can eat as soon as he comes home. You guys, I've noticed. Perfect gravy. Perfect. I'm robbing my husband's plate of food. Anyway, that is so freaking good. A lot of women nowadays, your younger ones, you know, let me find the right way to say this, because it's not a bad thing, but some people take it way too far. They're against a homemaker, you know, a stay-at-home wife or stay-at-home mother and wife or whatever. You guys, I've done it all. I have owned a business. I have worked jobs. I have done everything. And you know what? I like being at home. There's nothing wrong with that. And it is wonderful that you can raise your own children instead of putting them in a doggone daycare. And if you can homeschool, that's even better. Because they're learning good morals from you. You know, you teach them respect and things like that. The school is not going to teach them that kind of stuff. A daycare is not going to teach them that kind of stuff. When they're there, they have to just obey. Do you get where I'm going with this? There is nothing wrong with being a stay-at-home mom, okay, or whatever. I love it. On the side, I make YouTube videos. I make a little bit of money. Not much. Just a little bit, you know, just to help out with the groceries or whatnot. So I'm doing my part. I just want everybody to know there's nothing wrong with that. But there's nothing wrong with, you know, being a full-on, you know, career. There's nothing wrong with that. Just, ladies, the women that do what I do, I stay at home and I cater to my husband. Yes, I do. I cater to my husband. There's nothing wrong with that. Please leave them alone. The women that do that. I'm not going to sit here and put a working woman down whatsoever, because I have been there. I have done it. So I ask that people don't put down women that don't work. You know, if it's better for you to be at home, then do it. I'm able to keep up on my housework. I'm able to do everything. When I work, you guys, I get so far behind, I can't do anything. And I get so overwhelmed. I have so much to do. When I get a day off, I don't know where to start. So I had to quit my job, my last job. And what I did before that, I owned my own cleaning business. So, yeah, and I made good money. But I got to where I physically couldn't do it anymore, so I let that go. But anyway, back on the food. This is ready. Because it's only about 45 minutes before my husband will get here, I'm not going to worry about covering it with saran wrap or anything like that. I'm going to set it in the microwave and just be able to turn it on when he gets here. I'm going to steal some more gravy. That is some good stuff. And you guys, you can make this gravy by itself and use like a bouillon, you know, to get the beef flavor or chicken flavor or whatever. And you can just put this over sliced bread, and that is good too, okay? I do it all the time because I'm not supposed to have rice. I use like a piece of bread and I'll put gravy over it, yeah. I'm pre-diabetic, so I try to keep my numbers down that way. Rice and potatoes, and potatoes are my doggone favorite, y'all. My favorite, okay? I can't have it. So I'm just going to stick this in the microwave. And I'm done. Now I'm going to store, well, I have 3 containers sitting here that I'm going to do his lunches in. Or, you know, if he wants to have it at home again, he can. It's there. It's done. Yeah. So, get done ahead of time so I can do other things that I need to do and maybe live stream. I'm not sure when I'm going to go live. You guys have 3 channels. One of them I'm still working on. Don't have any content. I have TJPreps, I have TJ Cooks, and I have TJ Plays, which is a gaming channel. I love to sit and play games. So, yeah. You know, like Fallout 4 and 7 Days to Die and things like that. So, yeah. And if you guys want links to the other channels, you will find them on my homepage here. You guys have an awesome day. And if you liked my content, please hit that like button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. You guys have an awesome day. Bye-bye.